Alright, I want to bring you an update on something I found because it seems like the feds are starting to cook the books on some of the 3%er stuff. They seem to be targeting the Gadsden flag or similar apparel with the flag, and it is now being viewed, at least partly. I have no idea if this will ever be enforced, but it is being partly viewed as racial harassment to own this flag, to have this flag displayed, to have apparel or similar features of this flag on or about your person, basically in public view. This is absolutely true. It's kind of the reason I have the flag flying in the corner, not because I'm racist. I would date a very attractive or a decently attractive, you know, racially, this or that person, I would have no problem dating a black girl or Mexican or anything else if she was cute, her parents came from, good background, her family was good, she made herself well, I'd have no problem with it. So this is what it is. I got two sources on this. One with a title, Federal Agency Wearing Don't Tread on Me Gadsden Flag Symbol Might Be Actionable Racial Harassment. And the other, basically saying if you own a Gadsden flag, the government is now saying you're a stone cold racist. And this is seriously something that is going on. I got this from the Blaze, which, not the greatest source in the world, I'll admit, but it has good information. Hang on, gotta scroll. Alright. Let's see here. So for some reason they're locking me up, so I will go to Mad Patriots. And I will do this one. MadPatriots.com, archive 85397. And this is what's really going on in real life, folks. This is not conspiracy, not conjecture, none of that. And anyways, as you can probably tell, I'm having a very hard time putting this up. It's telling me that it does not want to run Mad Patriots. And here we go. The Blaze one says that there's an employment commission which is actually pushing for the banning of the apparel, especially in and around the workplace and in basically public areas where people will feel, racially sensitive. Well, you know what? If people grow up here, nobody cares. I've seen movies and videos online from the Civil War. Buffalo soldiers had these flags flying. Buffalo soldiers, what were they? They were the all-black Civil War infantry group, among many others. I watched a film from the American Revolution. Oddly enough, the British, I don't know if it was part of a hiccup of the movie or not, but the British were actually flying this Gadsden flag with the "Don't Tread on Me" part on it. So it'll be very interesting to see what is what and what is not what. But this looks like it is mostly true. And I cannot wait to see what this is actually about. So here's the story from the Blaze. Federal agency says wearing "Don't Tread on Me" Gadsden symbol might be actionable racial harassment. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission is looking into whether wearing the depiction of the Gadsden flag to work should be considered racial harassment after a black employee at a privately owned business filed a complaint with the federal agency more than 2 years ago. If you own a Gadsden flag, government is now saying you're a stone cold racist. So, if you own the flag, your government saying you're a stone cold racist. I'll go back up here. Wearing the "Don't Tread on Me" Gadsden symbol is actionable racial harassment. Interesting, huh? Alright, so this came from, I believe, the Mad Patriot, but I was only able to do this because they had a lot of weird things around it. I just wanted to cut this out and show it to you. This actually went along with the last one, and basically it starts off saying, it used to be if you spoke your mind and exercised your First Amendment right, as long as you weren't physically harming someone else, most things were fair game. If you thought American history was being erased right before your eyes, with the decision to marginalize the Army of the Virginia's flag, which is the Gadsden, okay, so now they're talking about the Confederate flag for some reason, then you'll be livid what one government agency is doing to our history and free speech. So not only are they really limiting the actions of the Confederate flag, but they're also, or the Gadsden, but they're also hitting up the Confederate, which this is not Confederate, so somebody was retarded in understanding what they were doing. This goes back to the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, originally formed to make sure people's employment opportunities were met with unreasonable bias. Gets to determine whether or not hostile workplace conditions exist in both the public and private sectors, a ruling that the Commission came down with just 2 months ago that mutes American history. It infringes on our First Amendment rights. Their ruling makes wearing, displaying the "Don't Tread on Me" insignia actionable as a racist or racial statement. So that's what that's about, folks. This right here, folks. Hang on a sec. I'm going to get it. This right here, according to them, is the following. Actionable racial harassment. If you fly one of these, if you wear one of these, it is actionable racial harassment. And if you noted, they noted both in the public and in the private. So that is how they're going to go after this, folks. I'm going to show you again. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, public and private sectors, is how they're going to start going against displaying racial things and how making the Gadsden flag unlawful. First they'll ban it in private, then they'll ban it in public. Owning the Gadsden flag or apparel with the flag is racial harassment. It is actually actionable racial harassment. This is not in any way kidding, folks. I will go so far as actually saying in public or private. Just so you know how batshit crazy these people actually are. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that. Here, I'll even spiff it up for you, and I'll make that one the same color as the one above it, so that it looks and stands out a little bit better. Hang on. I know, I like messing with this stuff a little bit in front of you, and I kind of like not doing it so much in other ones, but I'm sure I'm going to get complaints, but complaints are complaints. There we go. Owning a Gadsden flag or apparel with this flag is racial harassment in public or private. And this looks like they're taking this one to the bank. Thank you.